The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
We want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. The give to Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They go play action with Eason. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Eason off the play fake. Campbell making the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not trying to settle for field goals.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
At the 41-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
King on the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the Colts first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now left side, a completion is tied in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard. At the
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 34.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Down, Colts.
Play action, it's Eason. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Two minutes to play in this 1st half. 7-3, our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Eason. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
There he got into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Double team, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll they'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
16 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
From the gun is Eason. They'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Colts 21. Chargers.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
Aldrich Rosas lining up for the extra.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Justin Herbert sacked.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. His 3rd interception. Picked up by Marcus Sin. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A toss right to Geis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right up.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's Eckler again, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Herbert.
Lining up for the extra.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Your catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe in them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
Yeah, and we'll see how determined they are. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now, oh boy, that's Jonathan Taylor. He is still down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On the crossing route, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense is running away with this one.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Hines. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on down here in this 4th quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Here it's Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert dancing to his left.
But it bears repeating, they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
15-yard line.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.